Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns, bringing you another match of the Majora's Mask MoonCrash All Dungeons Restricted tournament. It is rubbertoe64 versus TrulyNaN, and on commentary for you is Turkenheimer. Hello, guys.
Hello, everyone. And yeah, you have to enter my voice again without any co-commentator, as it looks. ADR just was called for work, but that is fine. And yeah, we're going to look at some ADR again. This is, I think, our fourth race of the tournament now. And yeah, still, everything's still possible. Everybody can still win and climb to the top. And yeah, let's see how this goes today. And there we go. So yeah, Majora's Mask, long intro as usual, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. Just a long intro with first cycle and before first cycle, and then still cutscenes after first cycle. And then even once you think you are out of cutscenes, you go to Great Bay and there's another cutscene. And yeah, have fun. How do I like cutscenes? Yeah, I mean, if I would dislike them too much, I wouldn't play this game. But yeah, there's not really too much to talk about that. There are trees. Did you know on this map, you can wrong up to this map? And the trees are not actually solid, you can just go through the trees, they are fake. And when you wrong up to this map, there's also Skull Kid that appears right now, but he doesn't move at all and you can also just go through him. The only thing solid on that map is Epona. She's just standing there around and you cannot mount her, but she's solid. She's not fake. Wrong up here by accident. Oh, that's pretty good luck, I would say. But SRM is cheating, dude. Everybody knows that. How do you even wrong up here by accident? Well, anyway, so we are going to get out of the first cutscene, and there is going to be some very intense walking. And there's a cool jump that you can do here. Let's see if anybody's doing it. Oh, Nan is actually going for rupees. That is a very unusual route. Oh no, they are not doing the cool jump. There's a cool jump you can do into one of the mushrooms to the side. And you just pop off onto the mushroom for some reason, because the collision is a little bit wonky. I don't know how much it saves, but probably a few frames. So yeah, Nan's strat is, I think, yeah, he's depositing some extra rupees later for some extra explosives for yeah, basically a safety route. I did not know you can just wrong up there with Woods of Mystery warp, or with Grotto wrong hopping. I didn't know that. I thought that requires some cutscene properties. I don't remember. But I don't need to know this stuff. I'm not an expert for that. Cycle Skip, yeah, yeah, that is, man, good thing you're reminding me. I think I had that. It must be somewhere on my desk somewhere. The plans for first Cycle Skip, I almost forgot. Yeah, I will definitely release those later. Papa. Yeah, maybe my dog ate those. Yeah, I totally have a dog. That is also not a fake story. But yeah, now is finally the first time where cutscenes are, well, it's still kind of intro, but not directly cutscenes after. Well, okay, now Turtle. No, the Japanese name for the fairy is actually Chato, because she's chatting with you, right? So the English name is Turtle, and the European name is Taya. So now the players are using the Deku flower down there. Well, okay, Nan takes the top flower. It's a little bit tricky to do that spin right into the flower, so understandable if maybe some people don't do that. It only saves like half a second compared to the top flower. And then there's a side hop here where you can skip the text of the Deku Butler's son. And unfortunately both players missed it. But yeah, with a precise side up you can skip that text. And now it's going to... yeah, it's time for HMS Skip. So the Happy Mask Salesman wants to talk to us, force us into yet another cutscene. But we don't want that. And so we are pausing the game, only advancing one frame at a time. Pausing and unpausing, and if you do that, the cutscene cannot start, because the cutscene only checks every second frame. For the cutscenes to start, and yeah, if you just only advance one frame at a time, then you are a good speedrunner. And Nana's in. And rubbertoe as well. They were very nice. Not the fastest ones, but getting it slowly is still way better than failing it. So yeah, everything fine here. Also quite interesting to see that both runners are relatively on the same skill level, it seems. That's pretty interesting. So we maybe are going to have a really good race here, actually. So yeah, the only thing that's now happening is we want it to become day 3. And we're going to talk to the grandmother and listen to her stories twice, because they are so boring, the day is passing very quickly. No, wait, actually, if the stories were boring, then it would take forever. So they must be very interesting, right? Yeah, I never thought about that. Oh yeah, MoonCrash. Yeah, there's actually a meme category where you need the moon to crash. So it starts from a race file, so you're already human in second cycle. And on the Japanese version, it takes like 1 minute, I think. I don't remember, but there's a trick where you can advance 3 half days at a time. And you do that twice, and then the moon just instantly crashes. So if that was the category, then this wouldn't take that long. Then it would already be over. Yeah, MoonCrash is just a cool name. And yeah, now it's day 3 and we wanted night 3, because yeah, we basically just need to wait for midnight of the final day. As human, we cannot do too much. And the only goals now is we want magic, so we need to rescue that fairy and bring it back to the fairy fountain. And along the way, we can still farm some rupees that we can deposit for the next cycle. And in this category, we need normally 90. Truly has his own strat where he's depositing, I think, 80 rupees. I don't quite remember what his strats are. We will see again. Yeah, normally you want 90 rupees for bomb bag and 1 set of bomb shoes. And yeah, I guess I can also mention how did they even get out of out of Clocktown into Termina Field? How is that possible? That's possible because that one guard is not doing a good job. You can just backwalk past him, and it is as simple as it looks. Now the runners are hoping for a good RNG. Oh, rules. Oh no, I guess I should explain the rules. So all dungeons restricted is, yeah, kind of a made-up category. It bans, or currently the rules are that 4 glitches are banned that I personally like to call the Big 4. And those are the Big 4 glitches that have been found since 2014. The first glitch that was found in 2014 was Index Warp, a warp that lets you warp to any owl statue before you have even hit that owl statue. And the second glitch is a Quip Swap that was found in, I think, 2017. So that, yeah, in a category like this, a Quip Swap would be mainly used to duplicate the eggs, so you only need to collect the 1 egg. But also it would let you preserve explosives through Song of Time, so you don't necessarily need to go to the bomb shop too many times. And then yeah, the two newer glitches are text overflow and stay reference manipulation. Those are a little bit more extreme. Text overflow was the first glitch that allowed you to skip dungeons by bringing up an item editor with which you could just give you all the remains and with the order and then just go to the moon. Incredibly boring speedrun. That is banned in actually every category except for any %, that item editor. And then state reference manipulation is just the most powerful glitch in the game that lets you edit yeah, basically. Now it already lets you manipulate any RAM data, which is ridiculously powerful, and also in the most extreme case allows you to do arbitrary code execution. So basically just writing your own code and executing it, which lets you do anything. So those 4 glitches are banned. Oh yeah, and well, when I said no other category than any %, then I meant main category. So yeah, of course, extension categories like 100% no source requirements, and yeah, that also allows everything, just like any %. But yeah, out of the main categories, only any % allows that. And if you played this game casually, you might ask yourself, wait, it's almost midnight already. Don't they have to do that side quest with Deku Scrub and Moonsteer? And yeah, actually it starts with the Bombers. Hide and seek with the Bombers, and a very long side quest to just access that Deku Flower to get to this clock tower. But that's not a problem at all, because there's a very simple trick, because yeah, Nintendo did not do a great job. So there's a trick called a gainer, where you just do a backflip and target right the next frame. That lets you basically just backflip in place. That we will actually see that later, also as Zora. Zora can reach very high ledges with that. But you don't even need that gainer trick to get up there. You can just do basically a backflip. And as Deku, you can untarget during the backflip and do it a little bit twisted and grab the ledge. Peter actually found a while ago with Collision View that they implemented a very small wall there that was supposed to prevent just jumping up there. If they wouldn't have put that wall there, then even most casual players probably would have just found Hms Skip jumping up there. But yeah, it's still ridiculously easy, even without that. Yeah, even with that wall there. So yeah, Nintendo kind of attempted preventing you to jump up there. They tried. And time for the next cutscene. I'm gonna need to look something up in the Discord. Maybe I'm getting yet another co-commentator, but probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I should have known when I signed up for this commentary. I should have known. Wait a second. There's only one co-commentator currently logged in, and it's always one co-commentator who then right before the race says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I need to go to work or something." Some stupid reason like that. I mean, who needs to work? So yeah, I should always assume that I get -1 co-commentator than is planned. Oh yeah, the screens. Yeah, why is Julie's screen darker, there's actually... This is a really dark game. And your settings in your stream manager or in your in OBS matter very much. And also, there are even different ways to encode this. I think there's like NTSC NTSC M, I think, and NTSC MJ. I don't really know the technical difference, but they also make the video appear differently. Yeah, this is all dungeons restricted. It bans 4 glitches. Yeah, I have explained that earlier, but I guess I can mention the glitches again. So there's index warp, which just lets you warp to any owl statue. And there's equip swap, which lets you duplicate all the eggs. And there's text overflow, which is not really relevant anymore. But yeah, then there's also stale reference manipulation, which basically allows you to do almost anything. So those 4 glitches are banned. So yeah, since index warp is banned, we are going to see a lot of overworld movement and a lot of alternative exits. I'm gonna explain that later when it comes up. And yeah, equip swap means banned equip swap means that we are going to see Pirate's Fortress, or we are going to see a lot of Pirate's Fortress. It's not just get hookshot into 1 egg and then soar out. We are actually collecting all the 7 eggs, which honestly I think is a really cool thing about this category. I really like Pirate's Fortress. Yeah, there's Ace and MM, and not only on N64, technically also on VC. It's way harder to set up on VC, but technically even there. And yeah, you can relatively easily do some stuff with Ace, like a credit swap. Any percent does that. But you also can get total control. Yeah, there's a tool-assisted speedrun by Seedborn that does 100% with Ace, and it's basically just do what any percent does, and that is for a test. That is enough to gain total control, and then he's just walking around the world and getting every item instantly. So the RTA version of total control actually is a little bit more complicated, and there's currently not really a good way to do it, but technically there's also a setup for that. Yeah, Undo with Ace. I mean, if you have not seen it, you should watch that. Dude, Majora's Mask Ace is actually very underrated because of all its NSR potential. So in this game, there's this picture of that you can take with the pictograph box, and you can save all this data with Song of Time. So you can set up a lot of code. You can just save all your code to that and permanently save, which I don't think many games that have Ace have. So this is a really, really strong feature. Alright, so Rubbertoe is getting Justice Rupees from the bank, while Nan is actually getting the Silver Rupee on top of the rupees that he deposited. So I think he's already going with maybe 20 bomb juice here. Normally with the 90 you can only get 20 bombs with a bomb bag and then 10 bomb juice. Right, and rubbertoe is exiting Clocktown now and making his way to Great Bay and getting Zora Mask, while Truly still taking his time getting all his stuff. So here's a cool trick called the Infinite Sword Glitch, or short ISG, which just lets your sword infinitely swing. And there are some properties to that. One of it is that when you slash your sword, you can normally not fall down ledges. So when you just shield damage while having the Infinite Sword Glitch active, yeah, the game basically assumes you are standing on floor, and then you can just hover in the air. So that's called a bomb hover, or a bomb chew hover, in case they are using bomb chews. And with 2 hovers you can get into Great Bay. Rubbertoe is doing a hyper extended super slide here, or less in short, which basically lets him preserve all the speed that you get from a bomb push or the recoil, so that gives you a very high negative speed, and doing that shuffle, it just preserves all your speed. Is that old any percent speedrun? Well, some people call it that. I personally don't think that term is appropriate. So it is quite similar to the any percent of yeah, 2013 or first half of 2014, until the first of the glitches was found in Nixwarp. However, there are other than those 4 glitches that I mentioned, everything new is allowed. So there is still a lot of new stuff here in this that was not known yet in the any percent of 2013, 2014. Why do we have the 20% rule for emulators? I think OT has a 10% rule, but yeah, it's basically the same concept. Yeah, the reason simply is that it's not... this is not... It's not an official release. Like, to me personally, it doesn't feel that legit, and to most other people as well. So we say, okay, if you're just starting out, if you're not anywhere close to world record or something like that, then I guess we can tolerate that. But if you set a world record with a version that is not at all anything that Nintendo officially released, then it's hard to take that serious, I guess. Because very often emulators are not emulating super accurately. I mean, that's of course also true for the official emulators. I think both players here are playing on the Wii Virtual Console. But yeah, you can argue this is official. This was a version that officially was released for this game. So this is the argument that we are usually making here. Is my commentary behind? I guess I can refresh here. Oh yeah, what is that? OT for Switch or MM for Switch, I don't know. So I refreshed, it still says I'm 30 seconds behind? I don't really know. So yeah, both players got Zora Mask and are hitting this owl here. So yeah, as I said, in-neck swap is not allowed, so we're just going to hit several hours independently. Rubbertoe got an ESS out of the water, so basically the same shuffle glitch that lets you preserve the speed. You can get that as Zora when you swim out of the water. Oh, it's the opposite. Okay, so I'm fine, I guess. So yeah, this is actually very interesting, hitting this Audi in Zora Cape. Old Any% did not hit this owl because there have been slight route changes. So we are actually going to use that owl once. And okay, there's a trick here where you can just put on Zora mask while human in the water, and when you transform into Zora, then you are yeah, the transformation somehow puts you over the ground a little bit higher than you usually are supposed to be, and with that trick you can just grab that ledge here. There's also a faster version where you can just out of dolphin dives cancel your swim and then grab the platform, but it's quite tricky. So yeah, Rubbertoe got his hover to the fountain. Normally you use hookshot, we don't have hookshot yet. And now there's a trick called Fairy Fountain Alternative Exit. Or in general this is an alternative exit, and so yeah, there are some maps, like the Fairy Fountains or the Grotto map, where all the individual Fairy Fountains or Grottos are all on the same map. So there's only like textures and actors loaded for one of the fountains, so it's only the Great Bay Fountain is visible currently. But the collision still exists for all the other Fairy Fountains, so what he's doing now, he's doing a hover, all of bounce, and right into where normally is the Icana Fairy Fountain. And you can see that the background was changing a little bit to yellow also, because the background there is only based on your position, so for Icana Fairy Fountain that's usually yellow. And now he's in Icana. Pretty cool. And yeah, hitting this owl for later. So this route basically is hitting all the owls first, and later you come back with the equipment that you need. So currently the biggest thing that they're missing is hookshot. Hey ADR, what the heck? I should have known. I really should have known that you let me down. So yeah, this route works pretty nicely. From Icana we can just drop down the waterfall. Now we are in the swamp. And we need at least one bottle for collecting the eggs. So yeah, this is just the fastest bottle we can get here, saving the witch. Well, not saving the witch. We pretend saving the witch. Don't tell anyone. So the other witch, I forgot their names, but the blue witch gives you... No wait, this is the blue witch. The red witch gives you the bottle. And yeah, we only need one bottle because glitches. We will see that later. But you can do with only one bottle. Truly's doing a little bit of a super slide, not super slide, super swim. So there are several ways, several versions of super swimming in this game. The one he did is basically the version that also exists in Ocarina of Time. But yeah, it's a little bit different in Majora's Mask because the swimming properties have changed, I think. I don't really know why it's so different, but you cannot so easily preserve all your speed. So yeah, Truly getting his potion soon, and Rubbertoe's already on his way to Deku Palace, where we are learning the Sonata. Oh, he's dropping low health. A little bit sketchy, but yeah, worst case, I think he could have drank his potion already, or he's drinking it now, I guess, to remove the crit health. The crit health here is really annoying. Because the movement here in Deku Palace is quite precise. Yeah, the goal of this category is beat all the dungeons with the restrictions given. So the four glitches banned. Rubbertoe is doing the skip here of the guards with Deku hops. And now he's doing a hover, hopefully he's getting that, because this is not that easy. Right onto the Deku flower, and from there you can directly go to where the monkey is. A little bit close. Had to grab that ledge there as a Deku. Now I'm having some trouble with Hessing as Zora. It's a little bit tricky because you have to transform from human to Zora, and then yeah, you don't have that much time to set it up as if you just would do it as human. But human cannot stand in this water, so you have to do it as Zora if you like. And yeah, Truly is opting for Deku here, just topping the lily pads. Any percent without SRM is currently called All Dungeons Standard, but this category here, Restricted, on top of that bans 2 more glitches that are allowed in any percent standard or All Dungeons Standard. So there's Index Swap that is banned, which lets you soar to owl statues that you have not hit yet, and then there's Equip Swap banned that would let you dupe all the Zora eggs, so you only need to catch 1 Zora egg. Yeah, Nan, that's a little bit sketchy, so yeah, he played it safe there. I don't know if he's close enough to the platform. And he should have waited for the platform cycle. Yeah, he needs to do another backup here. Fortunately, there's a relatively easy backup. You can just backflip on this door frame, and from here you can jump on the wall. And it's so frustrating failing this. For Zorak, it's better to get some more bottles. Yeah, basically, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah, there are still many other glitches allowed in this category, and so the bottles we are going to get are, well, not exactly what you might expect. And Nan is having a very hard time here. This is really frustrating. Yeah, this door frame jump, sometimes it just does not work for no reason. It's so frustrating. Once you miss the first spread, the optimal spread, it's just going downhill, in my experience. And yeah, we are going to see that bottle glitch right here. I think rubbertoe's, yeah, doing it in a few seconds. So he intentionally dropped the deco nut that he had, and he's going to do the same with the stick. He's, I guess, using it for the owl, just getting rid of the stick and hitting the owl at the same time. And now he's going to use the Sperry. And if you ESS shuffle, then press an item that you cannot use, like, yeah, if you don't have ammo. Oh no, first you press the bottle with the fairy that you just caught, and then 1 frame later you press the item that you cannot use, like stick or nut here. And that just lets you duplicate the bottle over those slots. So even though Equip Swap is banned, that does not mean we don't have yet another way to at least duplicate our bottles. Yeah, this randomizer, he just got 2 more bottles randomly. No, of course this is not randomizer. So rubbertoe just got a cutscene skip there. He paused at the same time that the temple would normally rise. And then you can play the Song of Soaring before the cutscene starts and then just soar away. So we did not see the temple rising there, but when he's getting back later, then we will see the temple is already there. And yeah, now I'm finally learning Sonata, fortunately. Okay, rubbertoe, okay, just doing a few dolphin dives. Playing it safe here. There's a strat you can do where you, when you remember the whole path with dolphin dive movement, you can just dolphin dive all the way. But yeah, he played it safe. And yeah, I guess I should mention dolphin dives are actually quite a bit faster than just normal swimming. You want to do at least 2 dolphin dives. Best case for some places is a super swim, which is even faster. But yeah, right here is absolutely no way of setting up a superset. Actually, that's not even true. I think you can somehow... There's a weird way where you can do that mask transition thing that that we saw earlier to get to that one higher up platform. And you can do that when you're against one of the rocks at the entrance. And then do a jump slash against those, and the jump slash recoil gives you speed for a super swim. So if you are a Tess, or a player that can play as well as a Tess, which I don't think exists, then you can do that. Yeah, so realistically, there's not really a way for super swim here. Alright, so you might be thinking, why can you play Ocarina underwater? That's not in this game. I think they added that in MM3D, right? But in this game, it's usually not possible, and it's quite funny. The inputs for that trick called Ocarina items there is the same. It's basically the same trick as we saw earlier for bottle looping. So he pressed his bottle that he just caught Zora egg in, and then a frame later the B button. So the B button is, yeah, his pin slash attack. And since that is an item that he can actually use, unlike the Deku Nut or Deku Stick earlier, because he had 0 ammo, because it's an item he can use, it results in Ocarina items instead of the duping. So let's see if Nan can get that cutscene skip here. Oh wait, he already failed. No, wait, did he? No, he did not attempt it yet. I did not get it. That's unfortunate, yeah. How long does this cutscene take? 10 seconds? So not the biggest deal. Oh yeah, Rubbertoe is getting the bugs. There's a new route for pirates, or he's actually getting a fish, but also not in Pirates Fortress. There's a new route for Pirates Fortress, where you are getting a fish in one of the tanks, so that is way more convenient. And yeah, the new route is actually faster than what he's doing, but I guess he has not learned the new stuff yet. There's so much new stuff all the time for this category, since it's pretty popular right now, so people are finding new strats. And yeah, I myself cannot say that I'm learning all the new strats instantly. Yeah, so the route here, hookshot before bow, it's always a compromise basically between two different cutscene skips. This route opts for hookshot first before you even go to Woodfall Temple. You cannot really do that glitchlessly, but yeah, in a glitched setting you can, we will see the trick soon. You can get this without bow. Now I'm having a time trying to be fast here. So yeah, doing one half of that basically skips the entire sewer section to get into the actual fortress really quickly. And now he's going directly to the hookshot room. Not quite getting the super slide. So yeah, the cutscene skips that we are, I guess we are first watching this trick here. So he's getting out on the barrel while dropping a bomb there, or while drop a bomb is. I cannot talk, dude. This is so difficult. He dropped a bomb on the barrels and then did a long jump. So when you stand close to a ledge and get hit by damage like that bomb there, you're actually jumping very fast for a few moments, and that lets you jump very far. And yeah, I should also mention that the pirates at night have very reduced vision, so if you do that during daytime, well, if you enter during the day, you are caught instantly, but also after that, I'm not sure how much better their vision is, but I guess that trick there also would not work. Like you could see how closely he was jumping in front of the face of one of the pirates, and the pirate still didn't catch him. Yeah, I'm buffer, dude. I know noobs are afraid of that, like me. I tried doing that unbuffered, and I can do it kind of, but not consistently. Yeah, so he's Rubbertoe is doing the older route, where you're getting this egg here first, doing precise, or not even so precise, jump slash into the wall, and the jump slash recalls you right into this room here. Normally there's a pirate fight you would need to do, but we are actually skipping 2 of the 3 pirate fights. And now, since we only have 3 bottles yet, but we need 4 for the 4x here in Pirates Fortress, he's doing that dupe glitch again. Did he get it? Ah yeah, okay, he got it, just dropping both fish instantly. So yeah, he dropped 3 bombs there and then did the glitch over the bomb, did the duping over the bomb, and he did not need to have 0 ammo there, because you can only drop 3 explosives at a time. So if you want to dupe over bombs or bomb juice, you can just drop 3 explosives, and then while the explosives are still there, you can dupe over bombs or bomb juice. Yeah, the first card is indeed placed differently. On the Japanese version, it's placed a little bit further down, further away. But it still needs to be nighttime, and yeah. On English, even during nighttime, the card is catching you instantly. So yeah, Rubbertoe just did the second pirate fight skip here. You can just do a very precise jump there. I'm not even so precise. I keep saying very precise. It's not even that precise. And now, yeah, there's also a strat where you can even skip the last pirate fight, but that actually is a precise hover, and that does not only require many explosives, but yeah, also isn't that easy. So the standard strat is still fighting this pirate. Not having good luck, not the worst luck, but you want that fight to go faster usually. Who's winning? Rubbertoe is ahead by quite a bit actually. I think 2 minutes maybe. So can you get I again? Yeah, you got it. Really nice. So doing ocarina items here in the water, in the tank, lets you just soar out instantly. And if you fail that, you just have to get out of the tank and equip ocarina. So this ocarina item saves a few seconds. And yeah, now Rubbertoe's just depositing his egg, so we can take a better look at Truly getting into Pirate's Fortress. One thing that surprisingly Rubbertoe didn't do, or maybe he accidentally dropped his second fish. So when he did the duping, you usually keep that one fish that you still have up until the pirate fight. And if you press the fish right when you step into the trigger for the pirate fight, both cutscenes overlap, and that saves quite a bit. So I guess he just accidentally dropped it earlier. And yeah, Truly taking his time, but getting it first try. Yeah, so I guess I'm pretty sure Truly does the newer route that is a little bit faster. Yeah, he did not get any eggs or bugs before he entered, right? So if you don't get bugs or fish before you enter Pirate's Fortress, then you are usually getting, or you have to get the fish in that one fish tank. So Rubbertoe learning New Wave Bossa Nova. There's a cutscene skip here. That is actually quite an easy one. Just have to press Ocarina or start. Yeah, you got start. And then yeah, you can just soar away. The game gives you the song instantly on the first frame, so he already has the song. And you have, I think it's 4 frames where you can press Ocarina or pause. So yeah, this one is easy time save. Ah yeah, Nan is doing this cool new jump slash strat. Ah, he failed it, that's unfortunate. So yeah, Rubbertoe I think earlier did a slightly different strat where you just do a normal jump. But you can do this jump slash strat here that Nan is trying. And there you go, you got it. And meanwhile Rubbertoe is doing yet another cutscene skip that's... Okay, I wasn't quite looking, but I guess he accidentally entered Zora Hall. You want to enter Zora Hall, but not quite yet. He's trying to pause the gaming. Yeah, nice, he got it. So the cutscene is trying to start to activate, but this is the same mechanic basically as we saw earlier for the Hms Mask Salesman skip. If you just advance one frame at a time out of a pause, the game cannot start the cutscene. So now the turtle is already there. The cutscene normally takes, I think, over a minute, so this is quite a huge time save. And it's time for yet another cutscene skip. So this is the big cutscene skip section here. Let's see if he gets that. So there's a specific spot on the turtle where you can hookshot the palm tree, but you are not quite in the cutscene trigger yet. So now he's doing a trick called time stop with a bomb. And he entered the cutscene trigger, but yeah, since you're in this glitched state, time stop, cutscene cannot activate yet. Now he's going to deactivate it right before he is entering Zora Hall again. And then pausing and unpausing again, advancing only one frame at a time. And yeah, he got that. Got the trick. Really nice. And what that skipped is a cutscene when you first go into Great Bay Temple. There's a very long cutscene of the pirates traveling to the dungeon. And yeah, they of course just fail horribly entering the dungeon. But yeah, that cutscene takes, I don't know, a minute or something like that. All of that doesn't play, now he's already in Great Bay Temple. And it's time for the boss skip. Oh, see up strats, I've not seen that. There's a relatively easy clip here. If you place a bomb there at the right place, then if you drop down, the bomb pushes you into this out of bounds ramp here. And now he's doing a recurve flip. Right into the loading zone to the boss. Fortunately, or actually unfortunately, this loading zone is right at the entrance, so that you can just recurve flip into it. I am saying unfortunate because it's pretty boring, honestly. Yeah, relatively clean. No bigger problems here. So yeah, this is the one cutscene that we are not skipping by delaying bow. I think I mentioned that earlier, that there's a trade-off of cutscene skips here. So we are not skipping this cutscene here. If we would have bow, we could shoot Gyok before the fight starts with a weird shot, or with extended bow where you shoot just through the wall. So you can hit him before the fight starts. And that prevents this cutscene from playing here. But the cutscene we are not getting later is the Tattle Excuse cutscene. If you beat Woodfall Temple as your first dungeon, there's an extra cutscene where Tattle is giving you a very long excuse. And so, because Great Bay Temple is now the first dungeon we're beating, we are not getting that cutscene later. And then the other two dungeons, Snow White Temple or Stone Tower Temple, are not really an option because you need bow to beat both. So yeah, you need to go to Woodfall before you can go into Stone Tower Temple or Snow White Temple, unless you are using obscure glitches that would even be slower than this route. So if you are interested in very obscure glitches that let you skip a bow, you should go watch 15 item low percent. Well, I guess without any explanation, that might be very confusing. There's a tool-assisted speedrun that is well commentated for the 16 item low percent. That was way shorter than 15 item low percent. Would have guessed skipping one item adds, I think, 4 more hours to the run. Yeah, dude, 15 item low percent is incredibly confusing without technical knowledge. I mean, 16 item load percent already is, but 15 item load percent, like you are just doing weird stuff, mostly just waiting for several minutes to get to the next day or something like that, because you don't have Ocarina, and many weird things just to let you glitch your B button basically. Alright, Nan got the first cutscene skip, but this one's also the easiest, I must say. The most important one is the turtle cutscene skip, the second one, because that saves really a lot, and it's a frame-perfect pause that you need to get. So it's not that easy to not fail it, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, action swap. This glitch will probably be in this run actually, but not for Goat. The problem with Tattle for unfreezing Goat is you need to delete your Ocarina. You need to dupe a bottle of Ocarina. Oh no, Nan did not get it. That's unfortunate. That's a pretty huge time loss. So yeah, that's that glitch action swap. If you want to do that in Goat's room, you need to dupe a bottle of Ocarina so that the fairy's talking to you. Because if you dupe a bottle of Ocarina, the game thinks you are in first cycle. And yeah, if you don't have Ocarina and later, there are glitches to use Ocarina or to play Ocarina without actually having the Ocarina, but if you try to go to the moon, that cutscene that is playing with the giants is set in Termina Field, and first cycle Termina Field behaves differently, so the cutscene, it basically ejects you to the normal Termina Field in first cycle state. If you saw earlier in first cycle, the runners did actually do some rupee collecting there. There were no enemies around. That is related to the first cycle state. So yeah, that is the problem with duping over Ocarina. You can get it back, but that, yeah, is yet again another time loss. So there are several different glitches that are usually used together in low percent, but they actually do very different things. So the stick trap is to prevent your stick from disappearing, because you need to use an Ocarina of Time storage. So basically activating Ocarina of Time without playing it. We will actually see that soon. They are going to store Song of Time here in Woodfall Temple. So Rubbertoe is getting his bow. And now he's actually storing Song of Time later. Or right after. And yeah, there's a trick combined with the Hidden Owl. If you save at the Hidden Owl, you get the 0th day glitch. And all of that combined with the song storage allows you to get unrestricted items, to shoot arrows as Deku, because Deku does not need arrows, he just needs to have the weapon basically to use. So yeah, Rubbertoe is clipping into this pillar here with a trick called, what's it even called? Zora clip? And yeah, he's doing an Ocarina dive out of the Zora jump slash, so if you precisely time your slash and then press Ocarina, the game just puts you over the edge for just a moment, and playing Ocarina while falling allows you to interrupt the song. When you avoid, now the song is stored. And the next time any text box comes up, that song storage is basically reactivated, And you can, in the boss room, run around with Song of Time save option. Normally, you cannot play Song of Time after you did beat the boss. You cannot play Song of Time. So you need to reactivate that before you beat the boss. Oh, did he get ISG? Rubbertoe? Well, he rolled too early. Anyway, okay, he did get ISG. So I guess I should maybe explain more of the stuff that is actually on screen. Rubbertoe is doing the Woodfall Bosky skip here. So same principle as in Great Bay Temple. That's okay, Nan finally got this trick. He failed that a few times. But yeah, in Woodfall Temple it's a little bit more complicated because the loading zone is not right close to the entrance. So he needed to do a trick there to clip into that pillar. And now he needs to do some mega flips to get into the loading zone. The loading zone is actually a little bit further away here. You just need more forehead. Oh yeah, so the song storage trick, indeed somebody in chat mentioned that. If you would do that for the first dungeon, I mean you can do it for the first dungeon and yeah, in this case still get Goat's Remains, not Goat's Remains, Gaiok's Remains. But yeah, you would skip getting the Oath to Order. You need that to go to the moon. So for everybody who cannot read Japanese, the text box on Rubbertoe's screen, that is the text box that normally comes up when you play the Song of Time. So you need to be careful to not run into the heart container there, because other text like from the heart container would actually override this save option. And yeah, he goes into the blue orb, and as soon as the picking up animation starts, he already has the remains. The game gives you the remains on the first frame of picking up of that picking up animation. So yeah, he presses yes to save, and then just resets the game. So that skips a pretty long cutscene there of the Giant's Chamber. And Nan also finally did beat his first boss. That's really nice. So yeah, you will always see runners of this category only get the first heart container, if even. Top runners don't even get the first heart container. But yeah, it doesn't waste that much time to get that, and it's safer later for Majora. Because Majora can be quite some unfortunate RNG. Plus, it's not that easy to be good at the game. I'm talking from experience. I had the worst Majora fight in my first race. And it wasn't even bad RNG, I just messed up. Oh, the text box of the remains actually came up, or would come up right after. So the text box was about to come up. So you needed to save very quickly before the text box of the remains overrides his save option. So you actually need to be careful there. But you still have like half a second or longer even. So it's not that difficult to hit that time window. Okay, Rubbertoe bought some more explosives, and now it's again time for Fairy Fountain alternative exit. So he's now actually doing it from Woodfall to Snowhead. And normally to get into Snowhead Temple, there's a pretty long quest where you first need to get the Goron Mask, which already takes an eternity, and then there's side quest where you learn the Goron Lullaby. But yeah, the trick that he's about to do, skips all of that. Even though this trick also takes quite some time, it's not even slightly as slow as learning Goron Lullaby. So yeah, he's getting pushed away by the wind, but since while slashing your sword, you're not allowed to fall down a ledge, you can use that to prevent falling down. And now with the infinite sword glitch as well, he's just, as far as the game is concerned, he's slashing his sword every single frame, so yeah, he cannot fall down. That's the first problem solved. But now he still needs to go somewhere where the wind would push him away, so he's doing a super slide, which is fortunately enough speed to slide against the wind. And he got decent RNG, that's pretty good. You can get pretty unlucky here. The wind is not cooperating and blowing at just the wrong time. Yeah. You sometimes don't make it far enough. And if you are unlucky or if you are stupid, I guess if you are stupid and keep your super slide, when the wind is blowing you too far, then you can just get blown into the entrance of the fairy fountain. That's actually a very common beginner mistake. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a difference here with this trick on English. On English, so first of all, you cannot just slash your sword against the wind and stay. I forgot what the technical reasons for that is, but you don't really have that much leniency on preventing falling down from the ledge. So yeah, infinite sword glitch still lets you just stay. But yeah, it's really tricky to get ISG on English. Okay, rubbertoe made it in, now needs some more bombs. Didn't get lucky from the icicle. So yeah, needed to farm some bombs here. Did not attempt the action swap. There's a trick with action swap here. So there was this text trigger of this block that you can push here at the entrance, and you can use that text for action swap to then let you shoot a flamed arrow, and that lets you melt the ice to just go to the main room directly. And with hookshot, there's a really precise hookshot to the torch that lets you get to the upper floor. But yeah, what he's doing is currently the alternative. So he's doing a weird shot. I think this is the first weird shot of the route. So yeah, if you roll into the bomb and hold, in this case, down left on your control stick and target and untarget then at just the right time. And I guess also you have to press hookshot. It's really difficult to explain that trick, but basically he's mashing buttons, and because this is a glitchy game, he's just going under the ground or through the wall with his hookshot aim. Yes, no it is. Thanks. I was somehow getting a little bit mixed up there. Yeah, on English, you can S to the basically the whole Snow White section. You can do a Hess. On Japanese, if you would Hess and then blown into one of the edges, you just lose all your speed. But on English, you usually keep your speed, so you can keep Hessing. So in English, there's an infamous trick where you just Hess all the way up from the owl statue into the dungeon. And Moon is having a bad time here, trying to kill the dragonflies, accidentally going back down. Yeah, that's a safety strat, killing the dragonflies here. They can actually mess you up if you don't pay attention. Rubbertoe is doing the song storage trick again, so you can do a mega side hop here. to get out of bounds. And then he's blowing up a bounce shoe so that he's over the ground. And from hover like that, you can hold any direction on your control stick and then mash Ocarina. You need to hit Ocarina 2 consecutive frames, and that lets you Ocarina dive, just like we saw the Ocarina dive earlier from the Zora jump slash. I really hope Nan is getting this. If he's failing this, then I guess the alternative would be getting the boss key. Rubbertoe is here doing this hover that lets you skip basically a short alternative section of the climb that is slower. You can do this hover directly into this tunnel if you have the bomb shoes. Alright, Nan got it. Surprised, Rubbertoe did a mega flip there. You can, if you have the explosives, which he has, you can also just do a few hovers. If you don't buffer your mega flips, I guess the mega flip is about the same speed. But since he's buffering them, I guess maybe you could just use all his bomb shoes. Oh, only 10 arrows. You can, yeah, okay, you can farm arrows here in the room. You need 1 arrow to unfreeze Goat and then 15 more for the fight. So if you have played this game casually, you might be used to this strat where you roll around the arena as Goron and hitting him with the Goron spikes. So Goat has 30 health, and those Goron spike hits only deal 1 damage at a time. 1 arrow shot deals already 2 damage, and then there's this trick here. So the way they implemented Goat mechanics is a little bit exploitable. So there's this spot where Goat is just standing around, and if you don't follow him, he will start running the opposite direction after a while. But yeah, what Rubbertoe just did there is a specific manipulation. So you go into the line of sight of Goat for a moment, so he's shooting his light blast at you. So that is resetting the timer of when Goat starts running towards you, so you have more time in which you can shoot arrows at him. So yeah, manipulating him with just the right side hops. So you reset his timer just the ways that he's running at you when you want it. So right in the end, so he killed him the moment that Goat started running towards him. So the blue ops just starts right where he stood. Right, both runners seemingly in the same section, but yeah, no, Rubbertoe is actually a full cycle ahead. Truly making his way now to Snowhead, while Rubbertoe is already in the last cycle. No, not the last cycle, but the last dungeon cycle. Alright, that's sad. Rubbertoe's getting explosives, that's boring. But I know that Nan is not getting explosives in this cycle. So there are now already several different strats for this cycle here. Oh, wait a second, he got 10 bombs. Wait, that's a question mark for me, honestly. There's a strat. I thought the route that Rubbertoe is doing is buying 10 bomb shoes. And now he's yeah, making his way to Milk Road and getting milk for a really cool trick. not getting the slides. Yeah, the Gorman Bros actually sell very overpriced milk here. He's talking to the wrong one. It's so easy to accidentally talk to the wrong guy. Yeah, since this category bans equip swap, you only can use milk once. With equip swap, you could just duplicate it several times. So yeah, milk swap is a really cool, relatively new trick. And there are many things you can do with it. And the one we're going to see here is something that skips the entire stone tower hover. So normally you would need to get Allergy of Emptiness, which would take forever with what we currently have done of the normal quest. So yeah, the first logical alternative here is doing the climb with explosives, which was the standard for a very long time. But now with milk swap, there is a new alternative. So basically what the devs did to milk is there was a glitch in Ocarina of Time, which was not really significant. It was just some, I don't even remember the specifics, but if you drank from your milk bottle, yeah, it was coded as if the bottle was empty, so you put away the bottle. And they wanted to fix this in this game, but the way they fixed it actually made it a lot glitchier than it was before. So yeah, he was aiming with his hookshot at this target, drinking the milk, and what that does is it makes the hookshot never unload. So when he aimed the second time there, that loaded a second hookshot. So he was hitting that target with two shots at the same time, basically. And yeah, it's a good question why exactly that results in such a big jump there. I don't know either, but let's just say the game gets confused, right? So yeah, he's getting a really high hookshot jump there into the dungeon. And now here's the clip. Yeah, this is the standard Sunblock clip, I guess, yeah. You place the bomb at a specific spot and go into the corner, and that bomb explosion just clips you out of bounds for a moment into the water tank. There's a faster strat here where you can do a super swim out of that clip, but yeah, it's quite tricky. And I'm getting a successful lullaby skip, fortunately. And he's attempting the action swap. Let's see. I'm watching without audio, so I cannot really tell if he's getting it or not. So yeah, he has 0 arrows right now. You need to be really careful to not use action swap with 0 arrows, because that would crash the game, because the game is storing an invalid sound file. So he needs to get good RNG from the icicle. Ah, he got arrows finally. So yeah, now he can melt this ice. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Rubbertoe weird-shotting his way up to Gyro Master. Just shooting through walls, because why not? So yeah, Nan is doing yeah, this is a really precise thing here. He's doing a little setup where you can hookshot the torch on the upper floor. The intended way is that you get Scarecrow Song. And yeah, that would make this obviously very not precise. But yeah, this torch here just stands barely close enough to where we can reach it. Right. Okay, Roberto, I wasn't looking at Ciscara fight, but he's opting apparently not for the Death Ward. You can take damage from Gara Master intentionally during the fight. And so just so that you are at half a heart or less than half a heart at the end of the fight, so one bomb would kill you, so... Death Warp here is a little bit faster than sorting out. So yeah, here's the trick that we would have seen if we would have it bow for Gaiok, or maybe have seen there are two versions of Gaiok cutscene skip. But yeah, this is extended bow that just lets you shoot arrows through a wall. So yeah, you don't need to move that block to hit the ruby crystal with light arrows. And now we got an Ocarina dive here as human this time, with a jump slash, or not jump slash, with a side slash. So we start Song of Time again. There's a little bit of there's a faster version here. So outside of the dungeon, it takes longer to void. So you have more time to play the Ocarina while falling down, so it's easier. But yeah, since you fall for longer, it's also a little bit slower. Alright, let's see if he's doing sunblock clip here. Ah no, okay, he's melting the sunblock. There's a strat where you can yeah, it's quite similar to the clip earlier that we saw for the first sunblock in Uninverted Stone Tower. Okay, he's opting for glitchless strats. This is what glitchless does usually. And now there's a quite precise recoil flip here. And Igor is pretty weak to bombs. So just 2 bomb explosions. It's pretty convenient. He's hitting the ground with the bombs. He's making the bombs explode exactly at the same time as he is opening up his eye, which is perfect for killing him. And yeah, with this weird shot here skips the need of hitting that crystal switch that was actually right in front of him. That would spawn a chest that you can hookshot normally. But yeah, doing this weird shot here is faster. And this boss key skip here is actually, I would say this is probably the easiest boss key skip. Because you just need to get the right distance from this wall. So yeah, he's doing 2 slashes while targeting. And then this recoil flip here is also pretty easy, very lenient. You have a really huge time window for that. And you clip exactly through the wall here, through the boss door. Yeah, this is the easiest boss key skip. So this category now has several new routes, or well, route variations, I would rather say. The overall route is mostly the same for everybody, I think. But yeah, the fastest version currently is that you buy 10 bomb chews and then still go by milk. So you jump up the tower with your milk. And then the 10 bomb juice you use for the left side boss key skip. So we saw from the entrance in Inverted Stone Tower Temple, he walked to the right. So all the paths he took, that is what we call the right side Inverted Stone Tower Temple. And the left side is a lot faster optimally, but the boss key skip is it's much harder. So yeah, it's a hover with mega flips that are quite precise to clip into a wall out of bounds. But yeah, it lets you skip all this section where you have to, yeah, melt the sunblock or clip through the sunblock, and Igor, you don't even have to kill Igor. So yeah, Twin Mold, in my opinion, the coolest boss, because it's so basic. I mean, at least the coolest boss for speedrunning. Maybe Majora is sometimes cooler, but Twin Mold is relatively basic and still, yeah, mostly skill based. So not really that much RNG. Well, actually, still RNG, but you can see a clear difference for Twin Modes between good and bad runners, which I think is as it should be. Yeah, Rubbertoe not having the best time here. This is about how my Twin Mode looks, I think. This looks dangerous. I don't know how many hits he still needs. But if it's more than 2, he needs to go for... Okay, you got it. Yeah, if you run out of arrows there, that can be really scary sometimes. The backup for that is just go to one of those monument thingies. I don't know what it's called. Those rocks in the distance. And hope that Twin Molds, or one of the molds, is bragging them to drop arrows. Alright, Rubbertoe's now in the last cycle. So yeah, everything he needs to do is going to the moon and fight Majora. But there's a little problem, because normally the clock tower only opens at midnight of the 3rd night. But that would take forever to wait so long. So yeah, fortunately the loading zone is still there, so you can just bomb hover into the tower, into the loading zone, but yeah. Doesn't have explosives, because new cycle. And the fastest thing here is stupidly just go farm grass and be lucky for it. So yeah, for not top runners, this isn't too big of a deal, but top runners usually find this section really frustrating, because you can lose or gain just so much time because of luck. That can be really frustrating in the top level. Oh, what is he doing there? Oh, it's a ferry. Okay, this is a safety ferry here. Playing Song of Healing in front of the Gossip Stone. Yeah, since he is so far ahead, he can play it safe. And yeah, this ferry should pretty much assure that he does not die to Majora. And Nan is doing a different setup of the Hookja jump. The setup that Nan is doing is a little bit older. The one that Rubbertoe did earlier was a relatively recent discovery, I think. That was a week ago. Ajak made that setup. Ajak, who was supposed to commentate today with me. Yeah, rubbertoe is doing his hover into the clock tower. He uses the dog not only to get ISG, but also to untarget and to unlock the camera so he can turn around here. Alright, and Truly got this jump. Pretty high jump, actually. So my biggest question right now is, can rubbertoe beat my PB? I think he should, actually. Oh yeah, his PB already is better than my PB, and he is a minute ahead of his PB, or more than a minute. So yeah. Hopefully he does not die to Majora now. But yeah, with the fairy, he shouldn't. How long does this run take? Depends very much on skill level. So the world record is just under 1 hour 30. Yeah, rubbertoe's getting a time. It looks like 130. 143. That's about the estimate here, I would say. And I don't really know what Nan is going to get here. So yeah, if you would not have Ocarina in your inventory, then right now when this Termina Field section here of the cutscene starts, you would just end up in Termina Field from West Clock Town. West Clock Town is entrance 0, so basically just the default. And then yeah, could not go to the moon. Now currently hoping for bomb luck, I guess. Yeah, those Nejirons here, those have a drop chance for bombs of 9 in 16. So more likely than not they drop a bomb. But it's somehow the law that if you're on PB pace, they never cooperate. Alright, okay, Nan already equipped Ocarina, so not going to see a death warp here, I guess. And yeah, fire arrows in this, with those items that the players have here is the option to go. Fire arrows deal 4 damage to him. Well, I guess that's the normal damage amount of fire arrows. Ice arrows are convenient for Gara Master. They deal the same amount of damage, but they also freeze Gara Master, so you have time to set yet another hit. Yeah, I'm watching a long cutscene. Watching, sorting out. Oh yeah, oh we saved the world, the run's over. Yay. Nan's inverting the dungeon. And I guess Nan is also doing the right side. Yeah, he doesn't have bomb juice, does he? I had a route idea a while ago where you got the river bomb juice. So there are backup bomb juice in the Arcana River, in the grotto near the The secret shrine, those are usually still gotten as a backup in second cycle when you hit that owl statue and you need more bomb juice. Yeah, my idea was that you just get these for the stone tower left side bosky skip, but yeah, not really worth it. Should I have commentated the cutscene? Oh no, Majora is still alive. Oh no. Yeah, so the last bomb, fortunately, worked for the super slide for Rubbertoe. If you fail that super slide, then that means you have to do the backwalk of shame. Oh, what Nani is doing is not exactly what Glitchless is doing. Oh wait, did he get the clip? I wasn't watching. Did he do the Sundog clip? Yeah, the song storage outside the dungeon is easier, but it's not optimal. Since you fall for longer. Alright, so Rubbertoe now starting the Majora fight. The first phase is, yeah, we need to hit the backside of the mask, which is easily doable with the boomerangs of Zelda. And then, yeah, Mask has 15 health. The light arrows deal 4 damage, so 3 light arrows. No, wait a second. How much? No, Mask has 12 health. No, wait, how much health does Mask have? 15? No, not 15. 14. 14 is the health of Mask. So yeah, he needs 3 light arrows. And then, I guess in the end... Okay, he used 4 light arrows. Normally you use Jump Slash or Zora for the last 2 damage points. And yeah, the reason he's using light arrows, there are 2 reasons. First of all, you want to waste some magic, and light arrows take more magic. He is wasting last bits of magic here. So he used Zora Barrier. He hoped for Incarnation to run into the Zora Barrier, but he did not get lucky, unfortunately. So yeah, if Incarnation runs right into Lincoln with the barrier, then just stun her instantly. But yeah, the alternative is using arrows here. And yeah, you don't want magic, so you can shoot normal arrows. And also the reason for light arrows compared to other elemental arrows like fire arrows, so we would have fire arrows, but Breath is not dodging light arrows. So you can just shoot at her at any time. And now he needs 10 crouch stabs. And that's GG for Rubbertoe. Really nice. That is... oh, that's a 2-minute PB. GG. So the stretch for red there was... It's basically the same as for Odolwa. Earlier we saw those crouch steps for Odolwa. If you time your sword attacks, or whatever attack, then that results in a stun lock. So you just can deal a lot of damage very quickly. I think I have never explained power crouch stabs. There's a glitch in this game that also exists in Ocarina of Time. But this is the last version that still has the glitch. It was patched after this. And the last normal sword attack that you do, or melee attack, weapon, also Deku Stick or something like that, counts as that. That damage value is stored, and your crouch stabs deal the damage of that last attack. So jump slash with Deku Stick actually deals 4 damage, which is much better than using Kokiri's sword. Alright, and now we got twin mode. Oh wait, this was the second mode, right? Also, Truly is ahead of his. Wait, is this a sum of best? I can't even see. I don't understand the splits, but there's a rainbow and a minus 26 seconds. So I guess he's ahead. Hello.
Yo, what's good?
GG. Really good run.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there is a lot that I need to work on, but I'm actually pretty happy with this run.
Yeah, I would also say, yeah. That's pretty nice improvement.
Yeah, twin mold is always terrible, so.
Oh well, yeah. I know that feeling.
Yeah. Turtle cutscene skip was kind of weird. I was doing the side hops, but I didn't realize my fins were out, and he just did the freaking, what's it called, like the jump slash forward, and just enters the loading zone. I'm like, no.
Well, yeah. Well, fortunately, you could just reattempt.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad Milk Shot went really well too. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The new setup, I think I want to learn that. I still do the old thing.
Yeah, the one on top.
Yeah, so that is. I mean, the advantage is you can get a bomb drop from the BMOs, but yeah, you can also farm bombs later. And yeah, it's quite a bit slower.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's not too hard.
Yeah, and I would recommend learning the new Pirates Fortress route because it was actually timed to be quite a bit faster. And it's not harder or anything. It's just a different egg order.
Oh, getting like the fish from the tank as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna learn that route too.
But yeah, it's always a little bit stupid if you've been doing one thing and then, yeah, just do some very different thing out of a sudden. Yeah, it's certainly something you cannot just learn right before a race. And then hope that it goes good. Well, there are people who do that. I've seen that. I've done some commentary for races where people relatively spontaneously learned something new and it's never going well.
I actually practiced pirate cutscene skip because it was my first time doing it in a run, and I'm glad I actually got it.
Oh wait, which pirates cutscenes? Oh, the one. Yeah, right. I was like in Pirates Fortress. But yeah, that is really good thing.
Yeah, I'm glad I learned it.
Okay, then I guess there's an exception to the rule. Sometimes things can work out. Yeah, that was not good bomber RNG, was it? 449.
Is he on pace? I actually don't know what his PB is.
I don't understand the splits. I think that's sum of best. What is that? Julie, what is that? I think this is still... Is this PB pace?
But yeah, sorry to
Right.
cut in here, but we do have another restream coming up on this channel in just about 10 minutes. So we're going to be raiding over to NaN here in a moment. So
Alright.
GG's Rubbertoe, and
thank
thanks for doing solo commentary, Turkenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
Huge shout out. So yeah, like I said, we have Majora's Mask randomizer tournament match coming up here in about 10 minutes. So you can stick around here or come back after watching NaN finish. We need a bit of time for the setup, so yeah, with that, unless you guys have any last comments?
I guess no.
Not really, just thanks for having me.
Yeah, and go watch the other races of the tournament. There are going to be many coming up soon. Yeah. Alright.
So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on another one.
Yeah, see ya.